All right, we're just gonna go ahead and get started, man. Episode 164.
Bad Boys.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother, man.
The original, baby. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay if you're watching this live. Wow, it's live.
Right.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
We had a small problem.
Yeah.
You know, there's some other things going on that's big problems for other people. We're going to get into it. We're going to take our time with it, man. Episode number 164, Bad Boys, man.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Wow.
What we gonna do?
What we going to
What
do?
we gonna do when they come for you?
We're going to do. Could have been
You.
part of the reason why we had some of the delay.
Why? Because we talking too much shit?
Right now, just know that, I mean, everything is kind of focused on certain people.
Right.
Certain people. Before we get into that, though, E, you know how we do each and every week, y'all. E, how was your week, my brother? Since the last time we seen it.
Cool. Short, just work. That's it.
Okay, good.
Right.
Which is a good thing because I know that you said, you know, you had a little chill time, you know what I mean, the last couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's good, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
good. I'm ready to be back, though.
Okay.
Ready to be back.
We got it coming up, you know what I mean? You got it coming up, little spring breaks and all that.
Shit, I just hit the thank you for watching like it was over on the right.
Yeah, hang in there.
With the blue-
We just appreciate you watching.
Hit you with the
We
blue
wanted to tell
52
you
finger.
now
Right.
that we appreciate you before the show is even done.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. You know, I know what y'all saying. If you're watching now, 164 weeks, how is E still hitting the wrong buttons on certain situations?
Mind your business.
What I'm gonna say
That's
is
all
this.
they gotta do is mind their business.
Some people could ask questions about that.
and I can answer it. Mind your business.
They just mind their business. They just asking a question.
Okay.
Oh, that's how you are? You that type of person?
Yes, I am.
When people ask you something that you don't want
If
to
I
answer,
don't want to answer, I tell them mind their business.
I mean, you can do that. I can't argue their point, but in the same token, man,
Especially
I
when
think
we ask the questions about me.
Oh, so you can't. Oh, it's just anything about you.
No. If
Okay.
I choose to answer,
Yeah.
I answer. If I want to say mind your business,
Fair
then it's
enough.
mind your business.
Fair enough. I mean, that's how you feel.
I hit the wrong button. I'm human, man. I'm only human.
Which is funny because see how you still offer an explanation for what took place.
Yeah.
So you had to tell them to mind their business first for you to get past yourself, then you can be able to
No,
explain.
I didn't get it past myself.
Okay.
Don't come on, Dr.
Okay.
P. That's
Okay.
not what I'm doing.
Okay.
What I'm doing is
Go
I'm
ahead.
giving them the answer I choose to give them. One is mind your business. I made a mistake.
Okay. Can I ask you this? Can I ask you? I'm going to ask you.
You can ask me.
So I said that you were waiting to get past it to give them that, right?
Right.
Who
I didn't
was-
get past it yet.
Okay. Who was in between the answer that you gave them and their question?
Come on, man. Now P gonna be on this philosophy shit. I know I was in between.
Okay.
I told them to mind their business first. I can change my mind and give them whatever damn answer I want to give them.
I'm glad you got there.
I know who I am.
So are you interested in how my week's been?
Yes, I am. How's your week been?
Week was great, man. Week was great. I had an opportunity to catch an awesome play Sunday, depending on when you're watching it. So yesterday, it was a great play. It was a spin on some of the, history about the night before Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated.
Okay.
Very interesting play. I wish I had the title of it. Something about the mountaintop. I hate saying it that way. Very good play.
Mm-hmm.
Did that, celebrated, our younger brother, turning 40. Shout out to D, welcome to the club. So we had a birthday gathering over there at Mom and Pop Crib. Shout out to everybody who was able to attend that. Mm-hmm. That was cool. Great family time on Sunday. Go ahead, brother.
I'm going to just tell him this.
What's that?
30 was when you became lactose intolerant.
Right.
Now, you're just going to have different type of little aches and pains. Like your knuckle just going to hurt one day or your, you don't understand why.
Factual.
Your shoulder.
Factual.
Your shoulder going to hurt.
Big facts.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately.
You know what become a little stronger, though?
What?
Your toes.
Yeah.
You never notice like when you hit your foot on something, it don't hurt as bad as it used to when you was in your 30s?
You must got different feet.
Nah, it still hurt.
No.
But you
I
notice it,
think
though?
that pain in terms of
JK,
age.
what up, JK?
Peace, brother JK. Welcome back, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think that the pain in general, the tolerance in certain situations is different. I don't think it goes. You're saying that the strength in your feet is increased,
I got
so that
different
if you
type of
hit
foot,
your foot, it don't hurt as much.
I got a different type of foot.
Apparently.
Yeah,
Apparently.
yeah,
Because I don't know about you. I think as you get older, just about any bump, bruise, or anything like that is intensified.
You want to get into the quote of the day?
We can do that.
All right. All right, let's get
We
into
can
the
do
quote of the day.
that.
'cause
It was making too much sense for you. I understand. It's getting deep.
Quote of the day. Get money. Have fun. And treat a woman like she's a queen.
Come on now. Wait a minute. Yeah?
Get money.
Get money.
Have fun.
Do some of that.
And treat a woman like she's a queen.
Every day.
Guess who it was said by?
Who?
P. Diddy.
Oh. Well.
Too early?
Not too early. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this about the quote. It's true. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now, the brother who said it is a little bit, in a little bit of trouble. He's in a little pinch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where you are right now. If you're watching this live, if you're seeing it a little bit later on in the week, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately, Brother Diddy is, back in the headlines again, back on your screen again, and it's nothing to do with an award, a video, a song, none of that.
So here's the question.
What's that?
Did they catch him yet?
So I don't know if they caught him yet. I don't think they caught him yet. Now, here's the messed up part. Okay, so we know that they raided two of the houses, right?
Right.
Two of the houses, the one in L.A. and the one in Miami. We are privy to that information.
Right.
Okay? The house is actually registered under Bad Boy, I want to make sure I said it right, Bad Boy Films.
Okay.
But the person that the one, I believe it's the one, I could be wrong, y'all, it's either the one in L.A. or Miami that is also associated with his daughter. Unfortunately, everybody, when they raid it, because when they raid, that's different. They ain't just asking questions, knocking on the door, hey, how you doing? This, that, and no, when a raid is a raid.
Right.
Everybody who was in the house, from what I understand, was detained. So, I mean, you talking about the kids that was in there, from what I understand. Everyone.
Right.
I ain't heard them nothing about them finding Diddy yet.
So 30 years ago, not today,
Okay.
but 30 years ago in June,
Yeah.
you know what happened?
Yeah.
He was chasing OJ.
Okay. Okay.
What color speedboat you think Diddy gonna be on?
Okay.
He gonna be on
That one from Hypnotized.
There you go. That's it right there. But Big ain't gonna be on there with him like
Right.
this. Like
He might have a Coogee shirt on while he's
right.
doing it. Might. You know what I mean? I don't know. Here's the thing
It's
about
gotta
it.
be a speedboat. See, when DHS comes to your house, man.
Right.
Yes, it was Department of Homeland Security that
Okay,
came.
I thought it was Department of Human Services. I was about to say, see, I know
DHS
that.
came to his house. I knew right then it was about the traffic. I knew right then. I knew right then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they went to the LA house.
Right.
Went to the,
Human trafficking.
Yeah.
To be specific.
Right.
We don't want to misunderstand it. We're not no trafficking, no drugs, or nothing like that. We can't confirm any of that.
Michi, I love
Human.
you too. Talking about you
Ow.
sick of me. She said she's sick of me.
Michi, what's going
I'm
on?
just saying,
we trying
June
to-
17th, 2024, in Black History, it was a man, Arthur James Simpson.
Not in 2024.
No, 1994.
Let's go with
There
that
we
one.
go, right?
Like that one better.
1994.
Right.
Arthur James Simpson.
Right.
And AC.
I tell people to call me OJ too.
AC Collins.
AC Collins.
Yeah, they was runners.
Kind of a smooth name. Yeah.
Yeah, and the white. Who you think driving the speedboat for Diddy? Because he not gonna be in the truck. He's in them international waters. See, Diddy got different type of money.
Right. I'm gonna say that when you are being rated, you make sure that you acquire those kind of drivers well in advance.
Right.
So whoever it is, we probably don't know him.
Right.
So I want to say somebody who is nasty at speedboat driving. I don't even know, pick who you want. But somebody who's nasty. Here's my thing with the situation. All right. I'm not saying that, go catch him, get him. I'm not saying that. Right. What I'm saying is, do you think it's a little kind of dirtbaggish that he's gone? Wherever he is.
Absolutely. And his kids. They got his kids.
They got the kids. They got whoever else that's associated with him.
Right.
That was in those places. Hey, sis, welcome back. Do you think that it's a little dirtbaggish? Now, I know we ain't going to start picking what parts are dirtbaggish now.
Right.
But do you think it's a little dirtbaggish that he like, I'm gone?
He hit, damn, you made me think about on,
what
was that, Montana or Madden? When he's like, I'm gone, and he used to be running the touch because
I forget which one.
But yeah,
I forget. That's probably how he need to move right now too.
Come on, P.
Juking and everything.
Come on.
All right, I'm just saying. 50 ain't sparing no time. Waste no time.
No, 50 would.
What did he say again?
He said it's no longer if Diddy do it, Diddy done. You know what I mean? They don't come to your house like that unless they got a case.
That's right.
But somebody said he pleaded guilty, but at the same time, I don't believe that because if he pleaded guilty, we would have been heard that.
I think the thing is, it's not just that case.
Right.
Cassie. Okay. Cassie, I want to make sure I'm saying the right things. Cassie. You know what I mean? Cassie. You know what I mean? Was just one of.
Baby, tell me if you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know the words. Tell me if you like it.
Her case was one. Here's the craziest thing about all that. I told you back then when we talked about that. Once Pandora's box was open, you weren't going to be able to close it.
Right.
And the damage was already done. So even the concept of outside compensation, and remember I talked to you about this, bruh. Outside compensation, right? That was supposedly given to her,
right?
An undisclosed amount of money for that situation. Everybody was talking about then. Well, it wasn't no criminal charges. It wasn't no criminal nothing going on. Remember that?
Right.
Everything was being talked about from a civil perspective, right? Mm-hmm. But now why what's the name at the crib now looking for him?
Because that part ain't had came yet. They said it was coming.
I was telling you then.
No, I knew it too.
So no, but I mean, there were certain people that was just like, "Yo, it ain't no charges." I'm like, "Yo, keep watching the show.
Yeah,
keep watching the show. The criminal element of it's going to show up,
right? Because
we knew that it wasn't just one particular person.
Because when she said the trafficking, you knew right there. There's no way around the criminal part of it.
Right. Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying.
That's why I said those are serious allegations.
Yeah, and that's why I say I don't care what nobody say. Once a person make an allegation like that, you could talk about an undisclosed amount. All we knew was it was an 8-figure settlement.
Yeah, I think.
So we knew it was.
I think it was about 30.
Easy. Okay, we knew it was definitely 10 or better. We knew it was an 8-figure settlement.
Right.
Right. So my thing with that situation is when you get up there, it's more than just embarrassing me.
Right.
It's more than just like, you know what I mean, creating a situation that, defames my character or whatever. It was some other stuff that was, he knew that could potentially do this.
This is just the beginning.
That's what I'm trying to say, bruh.
Man, they about to do Diddy. I seen the meme. This wasn't funny. I seen the meme with they said this gonna be R. Kelly when Diddy walk in jail. It had Tom Brady turn around.
When you see it today?
Yeah, already. Bro.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Mean Monsters killing it.
Yeah, they said
R. Kelly was doing what?
No, it was Tom Brady sitting in the seat. He's supposed to be R. Kelly looking back at Diddy like, my boy, man. Like he is. That's what they said.
Wow,
it's crazy.
I can't feel no way about it because it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen. Hey man, listen. My whole thing with that situation
you think he going to jail?
I think if they catch him, all right. I think rich people going to jail is different than people who ain't got money.
Oh yeah.
Do I think that he gonna spend? Yeah, I think that he's gonna be held accountable.
I think
I think it's a little bit more than money.
I think it's gonna be a Cosby and an R. Kelly type thing. That's what
good possibility.
Yeah, I believe
very good possibility.
I believe it.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
It ain't 94-95 no more, P. Why I say that is because thought it was over for OJ. I ain't even gonna hold you.
So if you was alive back then, I don't know where you at in your age and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
In your mind, you played it out. You said, if they catch him, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Right.
If they might.
I thought they was gonna kill him.
That's what I'm saying. So
if he wasn't OJ, they probably would have.
Right.
And that day,
yeah.
That's about 2-3 years off of Rodney King.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how the Broncos sales went after that.
Yeah, I wanted one. I was a young boy and wanted one of those after that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you wanted one for that?
Yeah, no, not for that. Why would I need
Not
for
because
that? Come on.
Came out different than I meant.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
No, all for that, though, it made me want to buy one.
So the OJ running from the law influenced you to want a Bronco?
The cops couldn't catch him.
That's not true.
Yeah. But that's how
You
you
don't
know.
think that the police
that's how
could've
you
caught
know they
that
treated
Bronco?
him different because they ain't try to ram him or nothing. Pause. Yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead. They ain't try to ram him or nothing.
That's a whole different. Now we back to Diddy.
Yeah. Oh! Clap. Oh my God, that was a good one, Pete. Put the camera on Pete, man. That's something. Listen, man. Listen. Listen.
You said 30 years.
He said, "Hey, man, take that.
Woo! What is going on tonight? I don't think that Sean's going to jail.
Yeah.
He might. No, Sean might go to jail. P. Diddy won't. Sean might get locked up.
Sean's gone.
You know what I mean? Sean.
When you start saying like 50 said, man,
yeah,
the Department of Homeland Security,
right? Yeah.
I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope.
Yeah. Nah, right now.
Because J. Cole, that's what influenced that song.
Yeah.
His house really got raided because the neighbors ain't realize he was a rapper and they thought he was selling drugs.
It happens.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my
made
thing
it a hit
is,
record too.
Right. My thing is with all of this stuff, I don't know why people think wealth protects them.
It doesn't.
From the truth eventually being exposed. I don't know why people think that.
It gets you better counsel, and that's where they get lost at.
Right. I think wealth allows you to buy things that when it happens, not if it happens, you have things in place to be able to counteract it.
Right.
Because I think you go from, can I get away with this, to I'm going to get away with this.
Right.
And then one day, this is what happens. You season your meat.
Oh,
and the next thing.
What is going on? Yeah.
And
then
then it's foreplay.
And it's 5.
Then it's 12 play.
Yeah.
Then it's jail. Apparently. I mean, like all of that happens.
And what's their favorite snack in jail?
I don't know.
Jello pudding. You know what I mean? That's what it was on
Oh
Orange
my
God!
God!
I finally finished all of Orange is the New Black. Let's clap it up for
Great
that.
series. Great series.
Yeah, it was
great
good.
series. It's funny that we talking about series. You know, I mean, we kind of left off last week, guys. We didn't talk to you guys about some of the things that we had seen in BMF.
Right.
I had an off-camera conversation with E.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check it. Has anybody checked on Neo?
Yeah.
Because of the way that smoke got beat off of him, I was telling E. When Little Meat, he's not Little Meat in the show.
Yeah.
When
I'm
Meat.
glad you finished it because it sounded like you was about to say Little Meat. That's what it sounded like you was about to say.
No, it didn't, man.
Yes, it did, man.
No, it didn't, man.
Rewind it.
No.
Cameraman, rewind that shit
No,
right
it
quick.
didn't, man.
Show what it looked like.
Man, it didn't sound nothing like that.
Yes, it did, bro.
All I know is I want to know why my man looked at that bottle on the ground,
Yeah.
cracked the bottle, and stabbed him in the funny part behind his knee.
The part where they used to hit you in the back of it and say, you hungry?
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
they
that
did do
shit-
that. I know that wasn't an urgent care. Like I was telling you, they had to go to the real ER for that.
Yeah.
One urgent care joint. I mean, yeah, but as far as Orange is the New Black, like we was talking about before, man, I think it was a great series. A lot of good shows out there. There's a lot going on, actually, obviously, in the entertainment space. For guys who don't know, obviously, they're talking about this being the final season of Ghost. Power Book 2, Ghost. A lot of different things. I'm hearing 20 episodes, possibly 10.
I heard 10. It's 10 episodes. So it's really 20.
Right.
But they're just going to continue it. And they already got, so that's true because they already got the dates.
Okay.
It's supposed to be June.
Okay.
For the first, June 7th is the first part.
Right.
And September 6th is the second part.
Right.
So that's true. 2 10-part episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, a lot going on with that.
2 10-part seasons.
You hear a lot about it being, monetarily based in terms of the decision to make this the final season.
Right.
For whatever reason that they do it, I wish all of those actors well because they did an extremely good job. Mm-hmm. We'll see where it goes from there.
Right.
But, 50, once again, as we've been talking about it before, marketing genius.
Right.
Has a lot going on with his own production element of things that he's developing.
Junior in the studios.
Yeah, so he got his own studio situation developing.
Louisiana somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he got that going on.
It's like how Tyler Perry got Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He got that. He's starting the building of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen with that? But yeah, this thing about let's really dissect this, brother. Let's do the porch to this.
Yeah, but before we do that, I want to tell y'all about a company. If you ever in need of any type of event, event planning that you don't want to do yourself, you might need just some help. Not Diddy help though. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show y'all who they is.
Listen, whether it's your first or your 50th birthday, that 25 years of service, if not more, retirement party, or the day that you and the love of your life share vows to become one. Let Front and Center Events take care of all of your event planning needs. Sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy the show, where they truly keep you at the front and center of it all. That's www.fncevents.com. Head on over there today and get that party booked. Back to the show. Front Center Events, baby. All your event planning needs. On the situation we're talking about right now, what's going on with not only Diddy, but all of these people like we were talking about before. Trump even had some things going on. And supposedly I seen the situation, I guess, back with that New York fraud case that he had going on. Mm-hmm. When I understand today, they told him that the original amount was $464 million.
For his bond.
Okay. But they reduced it down to $175 million. Mm-hmm. And he told them, I pay you on Monday. I'm going to show you how the world works. He told them, I'm going to pay you on Monday. Cool. Because I don't think the average person walk around just with $175 million in their right pocket. You know what I mean? Nah, I think you have a tough time. But in one part of the world, we got that going on, while in another part of the world, we got a man that's on the run right now, apparently, talking about Diddy. And I'm just pointing out right now, we live in a world where, I don't know if people believe it or not, money ain't going to be enough to keep you above the law much longer.
Nah.
For all the people that think that it's something that they can just evade, like they can just live these lives, these secret lives, they grabbing stuff, they taking stuff, they trafficking stuff. Listen, you better get right.
I think what's going on too, especially with necessary inflation, just the economy period.
Right.
That money is losing its value anyway. Not its monetary, not its actual currency value. But
right.
Because a lot of us can't keep up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We would love to be rich, but I think people are smartening up and saying, I always was chasing money, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say people's always chasing money. But it's getting so expensive, it's like, I don't even want to chase that anymore. I just want to enjoy life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, it's doing a reverse approach. Like, I think people thought it would create a negative effect, and for some people it will. Mm-hmm. They always say they do what they try to do to have crime go up. Right now, it's the economy because of the simple fact of this. Drugs like crack and all that was in the 80s. Mm-hmm. What that did, people was killing each other over this. We all know that drugs was put here by the government. Let's just go with that. Mm-hmm. Now everybody says no. There's still drugs out there, but drugs ain't what it used to be.
Right.
In its own way.
Okay.
So now, let's make everything the drug. If we raise the prices on everything,
right,
then we got to go get the money. But people are smartening up and saying, you know what? I'm not going to kill myself to chase this goal in here. I'm just going to do the work, mm-hmm. like we said last week, mm-hmm. fall in love with the process.
That's right.
And love the process, and I realized that that's the real reward and not the monetary value of it.
Absolutely.
And this is why, because now even when you get rich, look what happened to you.
No question. No question.
People accuse you of some shit you might not even done. Now, I'm not talking about Diddy, but like, let's use Michael Irvin. When the lady said, he sexually, it was like Michael Irvin never even touched her. She wanted to take a picture with him, do all that shit. Remember that shit happened, Michael Irvin?
Absolutely.
Last year? Yeah. It's at the point where it's like, I don't even want to, before you see, in the 80s, 90s, bro, you wanted to be rich and famous.
Yeah.
No, I don't think nobody cares about that anymore.
Yeah.
They just want to be comfortable, be able to take care of they want to do good business.
Yeah.
Good business.
That's a big thing.
It's not even about always an illegal type thing. It's about just literally doing good business.
That's it. Go to you. Yeah.
And loving life.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. No. I think that once again, like you just said, bro, I think that people, the value of being wealthy, and famous. There was a time where you felt like, I ain't gonna say everybody. You had some people who wanted to be secretively wealthy.
Right.
And then you had some people that wanted to be more famous and didn't really have a concern for wealth.
Right.
And then you had the thing where one seemed like it was associated with the other, like we was talking about before. You had guys who we knew, personally and stuff like that were very well off financially.
Right.
But they moved very, very quietly because they kind of foreseen things like this.
Right.
They saw the potential of how people could just like fabricate stories and,
right.
Embellish on certain situations. And then it becomes something that they're paying for just because of who they are, not because of what they did or didn't do.
Right.
And so, like we talked about before in the other one, the fuel. Their celebrity a lot of times is the fuel now.
Right.
Like, we're only paying attention to the fact that Diddy's house was raided because it's Diddy.
That's it.
Like, if it was, if it was Johnny that you don't really know,
right,
that was up for, same situations, charges, whatever, trafficking, human trafficking and everything like that,
right,
it would still be a horrible thing. You'd be like, damn,
and you'll crazy. See, and we will see his name, and only people who really care about like news would actually like post and talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now on my timeline, all I see is Diddy, because the same way when it was R or Bill. Like, it's like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. In the same way we felt back about our situation.
Right.
About how many people would just allow their young daughters and all these people to kind of go along with this situation with these people. We would feel like, how didn't somebody check that situation? How didn't somebody turn around and keep their kids back or make sure that they put up some red flags? Think about this back in the day, bro.
Right.
Round the way, anywhere, you always had somebody that you saw that was getting money,
right?
But always had that thing where you was like, yo, make sure you keep your sister away from them, or make sure you keep your kid. Like, it was a certain situation, and they were known, they were famous, they were wealthy, but we always knew that there were certain boundaries that you had.
That time will run out.
That time will run out, but there were certain boundaries. That even, I'm just saying like hood celebrity people. I'm just saying somebody that we may know. It was certain things. It was like, yeah, he cool. Long as he stay across the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? Versus the situation. And I think what we're seeing right now,
right,
is we're just seeing it at a more magnified level.
Right.
We're just seeing it at the level that it's a situation where you got people who are rich and famous now that at this point they're being exposed.
And it's just like where we at now. We live in a social media world, but people don't really pay attention and realize the real purpose of social media.
Mm-hmm.
Social media wasn't created for you to do everything you do on your page, right? Even though that's how people look at it, the real thing about social media was to get stories like this out to us faster.
Right.
And I say that because that's what creates the more of it being magnified, because it's easier to pass it along now.
Exactly.
Because you remember, bro, 30 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost 30 years ago on June 17th. When that OJ, I'm going to see if you remember. When OJ was running, where was we going? See if you can remember.
I don't recall.
All right. We was going to the Poconos. Me, you, mom, and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let me tell you how I remember. We was going to the Poconos. They was talking about OJ. We had heard about it. We ain't had cell phones and stuff where we can keep up with it with the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went to Johnny Hot Dog, right?
I remember that.
Right? The Johnny Hot Dog. Shout out to Hot Dog Johnny. That's what it was called, Hot Dog Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
If they still in Paul's, damn. Hot Dog Johnny.
But that was the fact that it's such a vivid memory for you.
But that's,
you know what I mean? I remember Johnny Hot Dog. Was it Hot Dog Johnny? Like, it's like crazy. Like,
listen, man. Listen to what I'm saying.
That's all I can do. Because I don't remember. Notice one of us remembers the whole situation with this.
Right. But anyway, it was a dude there that was driving a truck.
Mm-hmm.
He going to tell us OJ killed himself.
He did say that.
You remember that part now?
I'm being selected.
Yeah, now, but you remember that part.
I do.
And Mom was crying.
Don't remember the other part.
Mom was crying and everything.
Highly upset.
Yeah, because she's like, they made that man kill himself. Yeah. OJ still alive, man.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. But
wow,
because we didn't have the internet, because we didn't have social media to see all this, we believed anything somebody told us.
Right.
But you see, once that happened, she couldn't turn around and call grandma because there was no cell phones.
Nope.
To say, Mom, on the news, is this? You'd have needed a payphone with about $1.73 because we was almost in the Poconos.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what social media was really created for, this type of shit. But what did I tell you the other day? You could get more out of a person when you show them what they think their benefit is.
Yeah.
So that's why when people see people come social media celebrities, they want to be a social, or they want to be an influencer. And it's cool. You can link with other communities and all that. But it's really about moments like this.
Yeah, no, exactly.
This is really what it's for.
Yeah.
All they did was put CNN in the palm. Remember back in the day, if you really wanted to know what was going on everywhere, just watch CNN all day. It'll go everywhere. Yep. Even sad to say, you know, the situation that happened with the gunman. That
be about a week or so ago?
Yeah, about a week or two ago, something like that. But still, it was on CNN. Our area ain't always on CNN.
Right.
But that was on CNN. But it was also, we already had seen it on everybody's cell phone.
Yeah.
So that's what that's how it gets magnified so big.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
No. You pointing it out. I think, once again, that the very thing, I'm trying to remember the exact quote, was from Darren Hardy's book, The Compound Effect. He said, technology is a great tool, but not a great master.
Right. You told me that.
And what we have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and,
that makes sense.
And when you think about it from the perspective of what we see, if we think about it as a tool,
right,
then we'll treat it like other tools. We'll use it at the appropriate time in the appropriate way.
You only need a screw. You only need, let's get it right, it's multiple screwdrivers. Right. But sometimes you need a Phillips. Sometimes you need a flathead.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you gotta have, and don't get it wrong. You could get. That's the thing about a flathead. You can get both of them off depending on the grooves. You can get it because it's still enough for you to turn. Right. But a Phillips
can only be used for a Phillips head screw.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right.
That's my point of using the tool the correct way.
Absolutely, and using it at the precise time and not allowing it to become your master.
Right.
Not walking around with the tool out everywhere you go.
Right.
Not being able to go to the restroom, be able to sit down and have a conversation at dinner. Not being able to sit down at the house and have a conversation with your significant others.
Right.
That was an awesome point in that book. I love that part. You know what I mean? It's a great tool, but it's not a good master.
However, if this is your dinner time and you're doing all that and the Porch podcast is on, we appreciate you watching us.
He's right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He's right. He's right. You know what I mean? The good thing is that, it's for everyone.
Yeah. Right.
So it's for everyone. You know what I'm saying? What you can actually do is, if you
are
are watching
TV.
Or share it to someone else. We don't mind.
Right.
We don't mind if you hit that share button. I promise you don't. We don't. And like we're saying, though, more than anything else, once you understand. PCQ. Once you understand what it's all about, then it becomes a situation where you're in control.
Right.
And I think, once again, even though we're and trust me, y'all, I know we crack a lot of jokes on the show. We make a lot of, light about, some serious situations. It's not that we don't have respect for people and respect for the situation. Me and E are just the type of people who understand what technology and what some of these things do.
Right.
And all we're trying to do is kind of expose some of those things that you may be privy to or may not be privy to. But the reality of it is, at the end of the day, you got to make choices that's going to make the best outcomes for you. Right. Everything that we talking about, whether you're talking about a Trump or a Diddy or any of these people, We didn't create any of the things that they're alleged to have done. But now they're being exposed in these situations. And we just want to let it be known that even the most wealthiest people,
right,
in the most, fabulous, fantastic places, still don't always make the best judgment calls. And sometimes they make examples of these people to show us who are not in their celebrity status,
right,
that even these people are not above the law. Do they get out of things sometimes?
Yes.
Of course they do.
Because they just pay for better counsel. But it's getting to the point where everything is so high anyway, you're gonna be making decisions when it comes to that. See, here's the thing. Rich people still gonna pay.
Oh yeah.
They don't understand.
They're gonna pay more.
Right. But because it all depends on how much of the resource you have that it makes you feel like you really, really hurt you.
Absolutely.
So the goal is to be able to, I can enjoy my life to the fullest whenever need be.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always ready for any emergency.
Yeah.
Like real emergency. And when I say emergency, man, that's anything that has to do with your household.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, not just maintenance to the house, but like your kid might be away in college, and they need $3,700 by tomorrow. You want to be able to say, and it didn't hurt you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
That's what I mean. So I don't mean necessarily, but that's really the medium we're trying to meet at.
I think that
in life, and just be happy and peaceful.
Absolutely.
Right.
I think social media is built on, and all these things that we see are built on an illusion.
Yes.
And what you have to do to make to keep an illusion being realistic,
right,
is you have to take someone that reaches a certain level, and you have to make some common things that can happen to common people,
right,
happen to them.
Right.
I'm not defending either one of the two people that we're talking about,
yeah,
or anybody that's been in question for these situations. But once again, when you say certain names, like for instance, when they say, "Do you think he's going to jail?" We only ask that question because we understand the power of their celebrity.
Right.
We only ask that question because of the power of their money, their influence, and all those things. You wouldn't ask that question if it was Joe Schmo who don't have access to all those same things. Or if he did have access to that kind of money but was not as famous,
right,
those questions wouldn't even come about. It wouldn't be asking if, it'd be when you ready to, here you go. Nah, as soon as he turned and the facial expression changed, he's like, I feel like playing, man.
No, I want to ask you.
I know.
Where you get Joe Schmo from?
See?
My mom used to say it
That's
all the time.
Crazy. He turned and the smirk was on his face.
Hey, yo, nah. Ain't that what mom used to say all the time? Joe Schmo. That's what
so then
that's
I got
all
it from
I
mom.
remember, man. That's all I remember.
Then I got it from mom. But no, I just think that's how that works. So my thing with it is more than anything else, we got to recognize that this amazing, mind-blowing world that we look into, and we think that the people there live this imaginary life that, they don't have to obey the rules.
Right.
You better pay attention to it at that level.
Right.
Because if they're willing to do what they do, everything that Diddy is that he's in trouble for right now happened years ago.
Right.
Just imagine that. It happened years ago.
Over 15, 20 years. About 15.
So imagine all the time you've been winning. Say if you did something wrong today on Monday, but on Tuesday when you got locked up for it or got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
It's different, right? Because you didn't really. But imagine you did something 20 years ago. You got away with it for 20 years. In your mind, do you think that makes a person more humble? Or do that make them more, I don't know, deceptive or more, ministering?
It depends who you are, but because for most, I'm going to say, it makes them feel like they can just keep going. They can do whatever they want.
See what I'm saying?
For most. But it depends on what toll did it take on your body. Like, say if somebody may have, committed a homicide or something, and that whole thing just burns them up to the point where it's like, I got to release this. I got to forgive myself for this.
Right.
It might change them.
Yeah.
Because I got one off. I ain't going to get off two. You know what I mean?
Paul. I'm sorry. Yo. It's wrong. It's oh my God. It's wrong.
We gotta go to a commercial. So.
It's wrong. No, speaking of commercial though, before we forget, and we keep saying y'all, we gonna put it on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, April 5th, man. April 5th. You know, bro, please, where is it at? I want to get the right location.
Trenton Country Club.
Trenton Country Club. I don't want to give the people the wrong information.
Right.
But I know it's the right date. I got the date right. Okay, so April 5th, man. Big thing going down, man. Your favorite brothers on the porch, along with the World Takes podcast.
Yeah.
The town.
Hold
and it's
on,
one more. He getting the information for y'all. We want to let y'all know because you got to go to, I think it's called Eventbrite.
Yeah, go to Eventbrite.
Eventbrite. We keep saying we're going to do it. Check, please, y'all. It's going to be on our social media pages and stuff like that where you can get tickets to come out, man, and support the process and support the event. It's going to be great. You know what I mean?
2024.
There we go.
Meet Trenton Media Awards celebration. And this is for the Gianna Monet Genesis Foundation. You know what I mean? We got again, you know, Trenton City Council President Crystal Feliciano. Okay.
Okay, that's what's up.
Latino Spirit.
There it is.
Okay. William Butch Osterman.
Yes.
Of course, the Porch podcast. The World Takes podcast.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Trenton Talks podcast.
Shout out to World Takes.
And Trenton Fire Department social media team.
Trenton. Shout out to y'all, too.
Trenton Fire Department social media team.
Absolutely.
All right. Tickets are $35. It's a cash bar. It's at Trenton Country Club.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
The Eventbrite link will be on the flyer. I'm going to post the flyer on my page after the show, but go to the Eventbrite. Now, I'm going to just let y'all know, for those who've never maybe been to the country club.
Yes.
The country club don't allow jeans and all that.
Okay, so here we go, y'all.
So you got to wear you got to be grown, man.
Why? So this is my thing, though.
Treat it right.
Yeah, and he's talking to y'all, but he's talking to me. This thing, he told me this way back. You know, I know when y'all see me most of the time, I'm going to say 83% of the time. I don't know if that's an accurate number, but I'm wearing sweatpants.
Right.
I'm retired. Most of the time I don't have slacks on. But what I will say is I hear you loud and clear. I will obey the rules.
Right.
Of the, what is it again? The
Trenton Country Club.
Let's do that. So I'll make sure I'm in there. Look, we'll love to see y'all there, y'all. Please, if you can make it. If you're in town, if you're around, April 5th, y'all, come out and support us all. So like I said, though, man, this whole situation, y'all,
Hey, Monty.
Monty, hey, Brother Ralph, Victor Bone, what's happening with you, brother? Monty, you know how we do. I be trying to keep him together. But no, but everything that's going on right now, man, with the exposure of these things that we are seeing. You better wake up. You better smell the coffee. You better pay attention.
Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed.
I'm telling y'all, man. I swear my brother hears most conversations in song.
I do.
But anyway, the thing that I thought was kind of cocky and kind of gangster, I'm not making this an acceptable situation, but like I told you about the situation with Trump, dealing with the case from New York, the civil situation with the fraud situation.
$175 million bond.
To take his bond, I want to know who is your attorney or team of attorneys that can take your bond from $464 million down to $175 million. How dope do you got to be? Or does dope have anything to do with it at all?
He makes about $10 million a year, that lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about 10.
Could you imagine if somebody owed you $464 million and looked at you and say, I'm going to give you $175? What you want to do? How you handling that?
I'm taking the $175.
So you If somebody owed you, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. I'm just asking. If somebody owed you $464 million, you cool with the
The
175?
fact that they negotiated like that is because they knew that that bond didn't drop because they made a deal. They try to max it, and it goes with your attorney.
Seem like somebody who understands.
It goes with it goes with your attorney. No, and your attorney is his job. If he's getting 10, 15 million a year, is to say, no, under this state, New York state code, this and that. They're like, damn, he caught that, and that's how they started to bring that type of stuff.
I think so, EQ. I think that G-Dep did turn himself in. I can't confirm that. Shine took what he took in that situation for.
Right.
I don't mean it like that. I mean, now that everything's coming out with this Diddy thing,
yeah.
I think when you say somebody in his name and they took it, it's kind of weird.
Right.
But, I mean, there was a time that there was a crime that Shine supposedly took the charge for.
Right.
G-Dep may have had the same thing. It was a special delivery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
God's name.
Come on, man.
That was wrong?
It's too early, man.
How was it too? You know how old special delivery is? It can't be too early. Yeah, I don't know. Can't confirm that one. I got to check that one out.
Yeah, and that's how BR came out with Whoa.
Okay.
Because he was like, whoa, they taking all this shit going on around here. That's how he did it.
That might be how Whoa came to be. That's crazy that you just did that.
Yeah.
So you saying that they needed a song, saw something. Whoa.
Yeah.
Special delivery. Whoa.
Yeah.
Bad Boys.
You know why?
Shine had Bad Boys, G-Dep had Special Delivery, and Black Rob had Whoa.
Yeah. Right.
And Biggie was Hypnotized.
Exactly. But at the same
man, the codes was there the whole time.
The whole time, like the R. Kelly situation. So when you sit back and you think about it, like you said, Biggie was hypnotized.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because he was, because Diddy's used to victories. And you know why? You know how he get the victories?
Why?
Because it's all about the Benjamins. And once you realize that it's all about the Benjamins,
yep.
Right?
Yep. The code has been cracked.
That's it. I'm just telling you. Once you know it's all about the Benjamins.
I blame DJs. Because y'all knew the whole time and held back. You could have stopped this situation. I blame y'all for the R. Kelly situation. I blame you for the Puff thing. Y'all DJs been playing this music for years. Some of y'all might get brought into this situation.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna get brought into nothing.
That's it. That's it, EQ.
I'm telling you.
I'll drop a little package off.
We figured out the code.
Yeah. We're going to do some questions.
Yeah, we're going to
do some questions.
Yeah, because we get a little goofy right now. Yeah.
When we say we mean E.
Yeah.
You know?
This is another episode of Would You Rather.
Game show!
That's it. This is DJ E, Mr. Influential game show host for Would You Rather right here on the Porch Podcast. I hope all you guys are ready. So let's get to it.
Y'all know what it is, man. Welcome to another episode of Would You Rather, where I ask E a series of questions. If the question's good enough, I even chime in and give my answer myself. For those who are watching this live right now, please leave your responses in the comments.
Right.
Let's get right into it, E.
Right.
Fulfillment or security?
Security.
Okay. Break it down. Break it down, my brother.
Because bottom line, I realized something about me over my, years of now, more mature. Security is my fulfillment.
Okay. I got you.
Because I think most people will look at this as fulfillment as being like traveling the world or doing this, spending money how they want to do whatever they want.
Yep.
Living carefree.
Bucket list mentality.
And that can very much well be their fulfillment. Mm-hmm. But the whole time I'm doing those things, if I'm not secure with, I need to be in the area I need to be secure,
right.
Whether it be finances,
I get it.
Home happy, but all that type of stuff, then I'm not really fulfilled.
I agree with you. I think that first off, both of them You have them at some point or another.
Right.
The objective, I think, is to have them at the same time.
Right.
I don't know if you always have them at the same time. I think sometimes you got security, but you're not really fulfilled with life, and then there's other times you're fulfilled, but you're not so secure.
Absolutely.
So I think the goal is to have both at the same time.
That's that balance I was talking about earlier in the show.
Absolutely.
When I said you want to be able to do whatever you want.
Yep.
But know that any emergency you can handle.
You can handle it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very difficult.
That's why I say security is my fulfillment.
I agree, because I think that's the goal.
Yeah.
To have them both at the same time.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's not about, not to cut you, I'm sorry, but not about how much money you got. It's about having that at the same time.
Yeah.
That even balance, that playing field.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Mm-hmm. Compassion or justice?
I used to be a compassion person. Depends on the situation.
Right.
But I used to be very much a compassion person. I still think I am, but in some situations, it got to be justice.
Yeah.
You know
I'm more justice.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against compassion. I think justice is fair.
Right.
I think compassion is subjective.
Right. And it always, you know what's so crazy, though?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. But what makes me feel that way is when I see the person or whatever they're going through, if there's no remorse. If there's no remorse, then I want justice all day.
Right.
But if it's, and I think you know, everything's not zodiac, but I think
like what's going on now.
Yeah, but I think with me as a Libra, you know, that balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think we complicate a lot of things because we trying to always have the balance. Well, sometimes, man, it should be justice. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, man, you could tell, man, they really ain't mean that, man.
Mm-hmm. And by nature, I don't think you guys want to disappoint anybody.
Right.
Yourself or anyone else.
That's it. Yeah.
I think that's why it comes in there. No, I think that I'm more justice now.
Yeah, that's what I said. As I get older, I think I'm more justice.
I agree with you. So I'm in alignment with you.
I definitely was very compassionate.
Yeah, I think I'm in alignment with you at this point in time with justice. Justice to me breeds the fairness and the awareness of things that's going on. I think when you're compassionate, sometimes you're choosing to turn a blind eye to what is right.
Right.
Because of what you're making morally and ethically right for yourself. Justice is something that everybody, even beyond the law, just human nature, I think it's something that everyone has to respect.
Yeah.
So I think that's the difference in it. Self-respect or love?
Self-respect.
Yeah.
Because I don't think if you don't respect yourself, you don't really know how to love.
Right.
That's
Bingo.
That's
Bingo.
But again,
yeah,
it's something you want both of.
Yeah. How do you give it if you don't know how to, like you said, how to appreciate it?
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or how do you not, or at the very least, know how to love yourself?
Right. That's why a lot of people who we say a person do hateful things because they got a lot of hate for themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
because you look at the situation like this, right? There's going to be things that transpire.
Willie, man, I ain't seen you. Willie D, I ain't seen you in a minute, brother.
What's going on, Will?
Yeah.
Peace, good brother.
Yeah.
You know, there's going to be things that take place in your life where you look back and you say that, did I give the person enough indication that I love myself?
Right.
Because sometimes things happen and you start saying, what did I do to deserve that kind of response? And I'm going to say, if you don't show yourself enough self-love, people, they look at you and they may look at you and say, well, I ain't got to, respect this person. I love this person.
Because he don't even love
himself. They
himself.
don't love himself.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. Authenticity or success? Would you rather be authentic or successful?
It's funny because my answer is authentic.
Okay.
But again, with myself, if I feel like I'm living 100% authentic life, then that's my sign of success. So it's still like it's something that I want to have.
I mean, I think that these questions are always going to be good like that. They're going to be like that because it's not clear and defined. It's not easy.
Right.
But it's purposely made to be that way.
Right.
I think this. Let me say this about authenticity.
Right.
If you're anything other than your authentic self, you're only cheating yourself.
Right.
Right? So it's hard to sustain success.
Right.
If you're cheating your way to success.
Right.
Because you have to consistently continue to cheat yourself.
Right.
Or cheat those who are around you. Mm-hmm. If you succeed, or when you succeed by being your authentic self,
right,
success inevitably will happen.
That's what I'm saying.
And so you, to me,
yeah,
one could rob the other, but the other definitely will bring you to the other.
Right. That's why I say.
So authenticity, I agree with
right,
you.
That's
would
what I
be
said.
The one that I would choose.
Being my most authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know,
that's what's going on. Like, you're so authentic at being a problem solver. Yeah. The problems keep coming.
Right now.
Yeah, right.
They're like, where is he at?
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Inner peace or worldly influence? Inner peace or worldly influence?
Inner peace. Okay. Because worldly influence, it's a lot of people that can influence people, but if they're not at peace with themselves, how can they stay a positive influence?
Or if you're trying to deliver the most positivity if you can, but they're not ready to receive it. Right. It doesn't matter how pretty you make the package.
Right.
At least with inner peace, that world is always intact.
Right.
So I agree with you. I would say definitely, no question, inner peace. Forgiveness or vindication?
Well, to me, that was what I was thinking about with compassion and justice.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm
very similar.
I'm gonna feel like both.
So
see, even if I'm either way, forgiveness is there. Because if I forgive them, then I'm okay. Not okay with them getting away with it. See, that's where the people mixed up. But I'm okay with saying like, this is it. It's got to stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when if it's vindicated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I gotta turn around and say, I gotta forgive myself because now I'm feeling some type of way of what I did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's hard for me with that.
It's a tough one. Yeah, you're right too, Will. Justice ain't always fair, unfortunately.
Right.
But everybody has a certain ground. So I would say that everybody has ground rules, right?
Right.
You know when you're operating outside of morals and ethics.
Right.
I say any person that goes, it's like the person that goes out there, and just use this for an example, and sells narcotics, and their excuse or their reasoning behind it is, I had to, provide for my family. There is no way that you can ever make that
right
negative thing that you did because you impacted someone else's family when you did it.
Right.
So while you might have been out there doing what you was doing to provide for yours, you was killing another family.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that morally and ethically, when you look at justice in this situation, justice is always going to be something that everybody, because it's a ground rule, basic fundamental thing that morally and ethically, if you all buy into, makes everything better for everyone.
Right.
So that's just why it is. So in terms of it being fair, I think we're looking at fairness different.
Right.
I think the reality of it
or we're looking at justice different.
Well, you're looking at justice different because, all right, so if the rules are the same for everyone,
right,
then the justice is the same. In theory, should be the same for everyone. But if not, then it can be viewed differently.
Right.
I'm going to give you one more, bruh, and then we're going to get out of that. Last one. Freedom or stability?
Well, freedom. Freedom.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about financially free. Like, that's me.
Right. So, because right now, Diddy is stable, right?
Yeah.
But it's freedom.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
That may be short-lived.
In my mind, I'm not even thinking about that type. You're right. That type of crime. You heard what I said. Financially free will make me feel like I'm stable. That's just me, because that's where my mind is just always at.
Absolutely, and it should be because you're not up against those other things anyway.
Right.
No, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say the same thing. Freedom. Yeah. Freedom. I'd rather be freedom living the life that I want to live than stable but confined.
Right.
I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything because what I'm doing is so great and I'm so stable. But if I leave for a second, it won't survive.
Right.
Like that to me is more crippling than to actually have the freedom to be able to move and do what I do.
Right.
You would take us out of there with that one, brother.
Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Would You Rather right here on the Porch Podcast. Thank you very much, P. Thank y'all, man. I'm out here acting silly. I couldn't even keep my what's the game show host?
Game show host.
Yeah.
Boys.
But
They know.
But y'all, listen. Thanks for tuning in this episode, man. Episode 164, Bad Boys. Yep, laughing at the name. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But y'all can catch us on all your favorite podcasts and streaming sites like Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Audible, Red Circle. And anywhere you hear your podcasts at, we're on there at The Porch Podcast.
Absolutely. And each and every week you can catch us right here on Mondays, man. Unless something changes, anywhere between 8 and 8:30, to be honest and straightforward with you guys. You can catch us then, and then immediately the following day, you can catch us at 7 p.m. on our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, share. Make sure you do that for us. It helps the channel grow, which helps us do more things so that we can continue to bring the show at the level that we're trying to and even exceed that. So, as we say each and every week, we thank you for taking the time to spend it with us this evening. This has been the Porch Podcast, episode number 164, Bad Boys. We look forward to seeing y'all next week. Y'all be good and be safe, family. Peace.
Peace.